Salariano, Mayor Kirgi. El Mayor Kirgi dejó huella al liderar el grupo de operaciones especiales Salariano que ayudó a Shepard a detener a Saren en Birmire. Elogiado por sus superiores por su capacidad de liderazgo bajo fuego enemigo, Kirgi fue ascendido y condecorado con la prestigiosa estrella de Surkesh. El Mayor sigue emprendiendo misiones con sus hombres, pues cree que la experiencia no tiene sustituto y que las mejores estrategias se planifican en el campo de batalla. Ok, vamos a hablar con estos dos tíos entonces.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Okay.
The Salarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Lógico.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
Your men that crashed onto Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
Okay.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
What the fuck? Rex?
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Cierto.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Salarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
Me parece bien, tío.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Salarian says my DNA is important, who am I to argue?
Eres un crack, tío. Pues nada, sigamos.
You think the Salarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Salarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Vale, gracias. ¿Algo que decir, Joker?
The Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and... No, that's about it.
Qué cabrón.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Pues no sería mala idea.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Qué cabrón, tío.
Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Gracias.
Morden sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Salarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Salarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
Interesante charla con estos dos. Vamos a hablar con el resto y después vamos a la ciudadela.
You've got new messages, Commander.
Gracias, Trainor. ¿Algo más importante?
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Salarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander?
Vale, gracias, perfecto. Siguiente. Aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada. Doctora.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Salarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Salarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Salarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would fail. Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think. Simulate conversation to promote new ideas. Maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
Madre mía.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Oh, qué bonito, tío. Qué bonito.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Salarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Salarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Asari Vorcha offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear. Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
Okay.
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tachanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Opino igual.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy. Lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible. Unless he could help.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
Aww.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left. But still best candidate for project. Few Salarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Tú y tus pruebas, tío.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh? I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka.
Tiene pinta, sí.
Good to see Morden still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Good to see you.
Bueno, queda Liara y los de abajo.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
¿Tenemos algo por aquí? No. Notas proteanas, segunda entrada. No sé qué pensar del proteano. Lo abordé mientras íbamos a otro sistema, pero no tenía muchas ganas de hablar. Lo poco que dice tiene que ver con los Segadores y con nuestro posible fracaso. ¿No es más que un soldado llorando a su pueblo, o es que nuestras culturas son muy diferentes? Correo electrónico del profesor Tekisha al Dr. O'Dowd. Llamé a todos los depósitos de suministros cercanos al crisol con el fin de encontrar suficiente platino puro para el damasquinado del disparador principal. Apenas nos quedaba suficiente para bañar una cafetera. Una hora después llegó una nave con 16 toneladas de platino, por cortesía del corredor sombrío. Luego se marchó a buscar más materiales para el proyecto. El capitán de la nave me mandó un mensaje de correo luego para decirme que el corredor estaría en contacto para cubrir nuestras necesidades. Me parece fenomenal, pero voy a ver si tengo programas espía en el ordenador. Pues seguramente.
Perhaps we can talk later. Perhaps we can talk later.
Ok. Hola, Glifo. Voy a venir aquí un segundo. Reiniciar poderes de James, de Liara, de Garrus o de Edie. Los de Liara los quería reiniciar y los de Edie por ahora no. Pero bueno, los de Liara ya los pondré cuando vayamos con ella a algún lugar. Ingeniería. Tenemos que hablar con Javik.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Morden Salarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
Mítico Mordin.
This Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes.
Bueno, un placer hablar contigo, amigo. Y no sé si esta tendrá algo que decirme, no creo.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose one colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
Lose the piece or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
Todos sabemos que vamos a tener que perder colonias y gente por salvar a todo el mundo, pero no hace falta publicarlo en las noticias. La vida es dura, pero no hace falta tampoco ir por ahí diciendo vamos a dejar que esa gente muera porque sí. No me parece necesario. Cortés.
Sir Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
Everything is in order.
Ok, tío. Y por último, James.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sir Kesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey.
Hey. Vamos a leer los correos que tengamos. Tenemos aquí alerta RA, nuevo artículo Idem Prime de agencias colaboradores de la red de noticias de la Alianza. Los oficiales de la Alianza confirman que el movimiento de resistencia local ha conseguido expulsar a las fuerzas de Cerberus de Idem Prime. Cerberus había atacado la colonia por razones que todavía no están muy claras. Se había montado instalaciones para ocuparla. Pero tras los ataques constantes de una ciudadanía unida, las tropas de Cerberus se han retirado. Los oficiales de la Alianza están enviando transportes de evacuación para sacar a los colonos antes de que los Segadores lleguen allí. Debemos esta victoria a la Alianza, ha dicho el líder de la resistencia Edward Krapp en un discurso preparado. El pueblo de Idem Prime siempre ha estado dispuesto a luchar, pero ha sido el servicio de información de la Alianza quien nos ha dado las herramientas que necesitábamos para echar a esos malnacidos de nuestro planeta. Muchos guerrilleros de la Resistencia han dicho que pensaban alistarse para ayudar a la Alianza. Información para ti. Hola Shepard, ¿cuánto tiempo? Me alegra saber que escapaste de la Tierra y que Liara esté contigo. Irnos de su antigua nave fue lo mejor que pudimos hacer. No sabes lo harto que estaba de ese camarote. Y de tropezar con ese dron. Este es el amigo de Liara, supongo. No sé cómo no dejaba de encontrarme en una nave tan grande, pese a que le desconecté el sistema de seguimiento. Feron, sí. He encontrado una información que puede resultarte interesante. Dile a Grifo que te ponga en orden los datos. Espero que te ayude, Shepard. Ahí fuera la cosa se está poniendo dura. Feron. Manteniendo la posición de Major Kirrahi. Comandante, ha sido un placer volver a verte en Shurkesh, aunque las circunstancias distaran mucho de ser ideales. Parece que el destino ha decidido que nuestros encuentros coincidan con amenazas galácticas. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer? A este respecto quiero reiterarte que el GOE estará ahí para ayudar cuando sea necesario, con independencia del clima político. Tú nos ayudaste en un momento de necesidad y nos complacería devolverte el favor. Que tengas la mejor de las suertes. Mayor Kirreg, tercer regimiento de infiltración, grupo de operaciones especiales. Adoctrinamiento. Cesia, la científica Asari Rana Zanoptis, recientemente fallecida, se suicidó supuestamente tras ser detenida por el asesinato múltiple de varios oficiales militares asaris. Hija de puta. La dejé escapar en Birmayer y la dejé escapar... se fue, mejor dicho. Cuando fuimos a rescatar a Okir y nos llevamos a Grant. Y estaba allí. Y ahora mató a oficiales. Las investigadoras dijeron que Zanoptis oía voces en su cabeza antes de su muerte, lo cual achacaban a un posible adoctrinamiento. Las voces preconizaron el ascenso de las Asari y dijeron a Zanoptis que cualquiera que luchara contra los Segadores debía morir. Hace varios años, Zanoptis trabajó en un proyecto de máximo secreto para el antiguo espectro Saren Arterius, momento en el que probablemente fue adoctrinada. El gobierno Asari le indultó a cambio de su colaboración en la investigación acerca de la tecnología segadora. Se cree que Zanoptis es responsable de colocar un explosivo improvisado que detonó en el centro de investigación, matando a 4 civiles y a 5 oficiales del ejército que estaban de visita. Además, hirió de gravedad a 12 personas más y provocó daños estructurales de consideración. Los investigadores aseguran que no están buscando más sospechosos. Vaya por Dios. Y no sé si tenemos alguna tipo de armadura más. No. No tenemos nada más. Tenemos códice.
Dr. Morden Solis is a master geneticist and former operative for the Salarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Solis is well known for his work in perpetuating the genophage, a biological weapon that almost completely sterilized the Krogan species. He eventually left the STG to open a clinic on Omega, where his combat skills kept the clinic safe and operational amid Omega's lawless society. In 2185, Commander Shepard recruited Dr. Solis to research the Collectors and the Reapers. He was a member of the Normandy crew that traveled beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors. He survived the mission, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Flight Dr. Karen Chuck...
no parece Rex.
Alternating between large oceans and land masses covered in flora, the Salarian homeworld Serkesh is known for its humid climate and lush vegetation. As with the rainforests that once covered Earth, the planet's many forests enjoy a rich biodiversity. The Salarian desire for intellectual stimulation drove them long ago to explore every aspect of their environment, developing ways to thrive without consequences detrimental to their habitat. The areas near major cities and industrial centers are meticulously maintained, with an eye towards ensuring that sunlight penetrates to the ground level, and that established paths through the jungle are kept clear for travel. Burngrass, a soil-enriching and adaptable weed native to Serkesh, has become a major export because of its value for terraforming.
Ok, y tecnología que tenemos, el crisol.
The Mars archives describe a superweapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor. Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage. What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers.
Lógico, la verdad. Planetas y lugares, Eden Prime. En 2151, cuando los primeros colonos expectantes cruzaron el nuevo relé de masa de Caronte, muchos de ellos se preguntaron si la realidad de la vida de Eden Prime podría estar a la altura de la exageración publicitaria que los había conducido allí. Lo que los colonos encontraron cumplió con creces sus expectativas. El clima estable y las grandes extensiones de paisajes pristinos hicieron que la colonia fuera viable casi al instante. Durante las siguientes décadas, varios millones de humanos inmigraron a Eden Prime y se desarrolló una cultura principalmente agraria. La nueva colonia rápidamente pasó a ser no solo autosuficiente, sino a convertirse en una gran exportadora. Entre esas primeras exportaciones se encontraron principalmente las raras plantas que crecían de los diversos bancos de semillas patrimonio de la Tierra. Pero en 2183 los colonos vieron que se ponía realmente a prueba su carácter. Eden Prime se vio atacada por el espectro renegado Saren Arterius y sus aliados Geth. Poco después, la ciudadela también sufrió el ataque de esas mismas fuerzas y el mundo vecino de Terranova se enfrentó a su completa destrucción. Enfrentados a una violencia así, ciudadanos más apocados se habrían retirado a la seguridad de la Tierra, como hicieron muchos colonos de Terra Nova, pero el órgano de gobierno de Eden Prime se negó a ceder. Los colonos no solo bloquearon por una mayoría abrumadora una medida que solicitaba la construcción de naves de evacuación, sino que además votaron suavizar las restricciones a los emigrantes de Terra Nova que buscaban un nuevo hogar. Como resultado de ello, la población de Eden Prime ha aumentado considerablemente. Depare lo que depare esta guerra, el estatus de la colonia como símbolo del futuro de la humanidad en las estrellas permanece inmaculado. Ok. Baliza proteana. En 2183, unos científicos humanos descubrieron un artefacto de tecnología proteana en el planeta Eden Prime. Mientras rechazaba un ataque de los aliados Geth de Saren Arterius, el pelotón de Shepard, comandante de la Alianza, pasó cerca del artefacto y lo activó. El objeto, con el aspecto de una baliza, envió a Shepard sonidos e imágenes confusos con los que pretendía avisar de una invasión eminente de los Segadores. La baliza se sobrecargó durante el proceso y estalló violentamente. Aunque el Consejo de la Ciudadela tachó la visión como una experiencia eminentemente subjetiva, desde entonces el Comité de Paleotecnología del Consejo ha venido analizando los fragmentos de la baliza en un intento por entender cómo se comunicaba. Lo que han descubierto no es una tecnología tan telepática como los marines de la Alianza describieron en sus informes. La baliza contaba con un generador de campo de efecto de masa para inmovilizar al sujeto, una medida necesaria para minimizar los daños secundarios durante el resto del proceso. A continuación, la baliza analizaba la estructura de los nervios ópticos y auditivos de su sujeto, así como las diversas partes responsables de la memoria. Una vez su sistema experto determinaba la escala de esos elementos clave, la baliza los estimulaba con energía electromagnética de precisión y otras radiaciones mediante programas potentes que recreaban todas las imágenes y sonidos que requería la baliza. En principio es algo similar al popular dispositivo de ocio conocido como simulación estimulada, o SimStim, pero mucho más exhaustivo. Las simulaciones afectan a los sentidos, no a la memoria. El miembro médico de la Normandía señaló que la baliza proporcionó más información en el lapso de unos segundos de lo que podría haber hecho una simulación estimulada en horas, y consiguió hacerlo con una especie cuya fisiología era completamente desconocida para sus creadores. Para un paleotecnólogo, el hecho de que Shepard necesitara ayuda para descifrar el mensaje es una nota marginal en comparación con el gran logro de los proteanos: conseguir que le llegara algún tipo de mensaje. Y organización: Némesis, de Cerberus. El Némesis es un francotirador experto de Cerberus. Sus implantes personalizados le permiten resistir el brutal retroceso del fusil antimateria M98 Widow, o sea, el que usaba yo en el 2. Es un maquinote ese bicho, lo que convierte a este temible adversario en una fuerza capaz de causar la muerte al instante, gracias a un surtido de equipo de detección de tecnología punta. El francotirador aprovecha al máximo su cobertura de tal modo que únicamente suele ser detectado tras abrir fuego, suponiendo que el objetivo sobreviva al primer disparo. Debido al mecanismo de autodestrucción que se activa cuando el Némesis muere, la Alianza no ha podido recuperar muestras de su tecnología de aumentos. Este hecho, combinado con la propensión al suicidio de las tropas de Cerberus cuando son capturadas, ha imposibilitado el estudio científico de sus implantes.
This moment.